It's big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Oh boy, what's everybody? How is it going? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Jeans. If you're new here, it happens every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Your Mom's House YouTube channel. And still, thank you, Joel. I appreciate it. And yes, you can chat along with us, but you got to become a member to join the chat. And all you got to do to become a member is just get a Your Mom's House YouTube membership. Maybe, just maybe, if you're just watching along, you can actually get a gifted membership as well, where one of the fine people who already have one could be so charitable as to bring you into the Stink Portal. Just make sure you have those gifted memberships open in your little tab there. And if you want to get in touch with us, Behind the Jeans Show at gmail.com. That's how you can get in touch with us outside the live hours and outside of the Stink Portal. RJ re-up today. Thank you, RJ. I re-up today. I didn't realize mine had lapsed 2 days ago until I went in and tried to check out all the hullabaloo. Tony John's back again on Your Mom's House, and we're going to get all into it, my friend. Oh, my Lord. A sub's a sub. Yeah, I had to re-up mine because I had a thing where I got hacked really, really bad. And I don't know. Someone said it was because of cookies. I don't know that. I didn't know that you could get hacked because of cookies. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to understand how it happened. But about $3,000 charged to my credit card, so I had to get that reversed, and then change the card and everything like that, and then you got to wait for a new fucking card and all this other horse shit. RJ's been doing solos on OnlyFans, so he re-upped. We're happy to have you now that you got that OnlyFans income. Like Tony Johns, you're a worker. You're a worker indeed. Got to delete them cookies, baby. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you got to delete the cookies. I didn't know there were cookies to be deleted. I got to defrag them like it's old school Windows 95 once again, I suppose. I'm not sure. But my name's Josh Potter, and I want to thank you if you came out to San Diego last week. Oh, my Lord. I ran into some people that are from the Stink Portal, ran into many roaches out there. It was such a blast. TheJoshPotter.com is where you can go see me live all of the time. I'm actually going back to San Diego this weekend. If you want to come see a show, I'll be at the La Jolla Comedy Store, 5 shows with Annie Letterman. So I hope you come on out to those if you're around the area. But yeah, Tony Johns is back. I mean, I love that Tom and Christina went through the last couple of weeks because, I was following on Instagram like it was my favorite TV show for a minute there. I think Scott the Landlord might win a fucking Emmy, for Christ's sake, the way that he's been coming up. His appearances, it's like when Sally Field was on ER. What a guest appearance every time. Welcome to Brody. Look at that. We got a new member right there. Brody Togson. How are you? Welcome to the Stink Portal, my friend. But before we get into... Josh, you're the OG of your... You know what's so funny about that there, Chubby Blunts? I'll tell you this story before we get into our first thing. And like I said, we'll get into Tony Johns a little bit later on. We have some of Tanner's treasures today that we'll get to later in the program. And if we have time, maybe we can get to some cool guy auditions. That's if we have time. Might have to wait till next week. There's a lot going on with Tony Johns. But when it comes to my sex work, I was the OG worker, I guess you could say. I actually, and this is often confused, I never started an OnlyFans account. I was doing cameos. Now, Tony Johns is also doing cameos. He has done do cameos, doing OnlyFans. He's doing literally everything. He's got the Cash App. He's got the Venmo. I don't think he has Zelle. You need like a bank account to have Zelle, I'd imagine. But I don't know where all this money's going inside of. Either way, I think it's wonderful. And yes, I was on Cameo, not OnlyFans, often confused. I started because Cameo came to me. They approached me about doing a cameo. And instead of just your regular fare of happy birthdays, your Merry Christmases, or what have you, trying to talk someone out of divorcing their wife, whatever the case may be, I decided to do sex work on Cameo with my shoulder hair pornography. Now, I thought Cameo would be disgusted by this, and they would kick me off immediately. Actually, it became a much greater curse. It was so many people were buying. The people at Cameo gave me representation. Like, I had a person at Cameo to call and complain about this or that if I was like upset about, and they were like, "Oh, we have a new deal coming up here where you could do this or that." I had Cameo represent, so it was there was too many. I couldn't get to all of them. Eventually, I became burned out, like many sex workers often do. They burn brightly during some years, and then they realize, "Oh no, what am I doing?" And I gave it up. But then I had a triumphant return. I think it's on now. I mean, if you want to go buy one, not to be like Tony Johns here, not to take away from his clientele, but you could still buy shoulder hair porn from me. It calmed down. Thank the Lord. Dog. Welcome to Dog. What a cool YouTube name. The original Dog on YouTube coming to become a member. And look at this, folks. Charity abound in the Stink Portal. My boy fucking Bobby, who has been charitable to Tony Johns. He's been inside of my Twitch stream, which I do here and there. You could come check out. That's on my website as well. But thank you for gifting to the 5 YMH Studios subs, bringing in new bodies into the Stink Portal. But yes, no, I mean, it is called mileage. Queers for Getting Stoned in Gaza. You're right. It's called mileage. And sometimes not everybody has it in the sex work community. Now, that being said, someone like Alexis Fox, who is prolific, a true professional, who is going to be collaborating with Tony Johns, I do believe we'll have an update on that. Hate from Arizona, clean your pee-pee. I hope clean your pee-pee. Welcome to the Stink Portal. Clean your pee-pee. Boy, I love it. But let's get to, shall we, something, I mean, this is kind of going along the lines of what we're talking about. Joey Diaz was on Two Bears, One Cave with Bert Kreischer, and I thought it was an interesting conversation being a comedian and, you know, experiencing the massive ups and downs of this business and figuring out as you become older and you change as a human where your priorities lie. Joey Diaz giving us a little bit of a lesson in falling back in love with comedy. Perhaps if you're a sex worker burned out, you can take tidbits from this and apply it to your life, or maybe you can as well at home, depending on whatever it is that you do.
And the way I look at it is you have to, like what you did was brilliant. I tell people all the time. What happened with me was I was doing stand-up, but I wasn't having fun.
Yes, that's right. That's how Joey Diaz was doing stand-up. He wasn't having fun. You know, I can maintain having fun. It's so funny because in this he'll talk about it, and I was going to get into it. But yes, you say, Josh is a tough MLB The Show player. You kick my ass. I'm almost 40. No, but I do love MLB The Show, and I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. And Joey Diaz kind of explains where you're at in your life when it comes to comedy, and you have those things, and it changes. And made me thankful not to have those things for once.
It was a business, and that's a horrible way to do stand-up comedy. When you do it as a business, I wanted to fall in love with it again, falling in love with it naturally from this. And it's not about the money, it's not about the gig. It's you driving to the shittiest open mic on a Tuesday and getting on stage. That's what you always want to do. We forgot all that. Look at what's going on in the comedian world now. We're not comedians anymore. We're talking about politics. We're talking about this. We're having arguments with other people. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's not what we got into this for.
Some of us still are. Some of us are still out here doing it. Check us out. Some of us are still out here. Joey.
It's absolute. I definitely did not get into being.
We got
journalist.
into this. But listen, I'm gonna tell you what for. To get my dick sucked.
Yes.
To travel and to do drugs.
Amen.
I got married. That was the end of getting your dick sucked. You got a girlfriend. You move in. You can't get your dick sucked.
Not me.
That's part of going on the road. Oh, well, I could still do drugs. Okay? And then one day you stop doing drugs. And you're like,
Not
what
me.
am I doing? I'm
Not
coming
me.
out of here because I used to do the road to do drugs. Yeah. You know, I got a wife. She doesn't want to see me coked up. So I would hold off all week and then go off when I went to Houston or anywhere I went.
Yeah.
So the fun went out of it. I just wanted, after the pandemic, I'm like, thank God this happened. Thank God. I don't want to do nothing. They kept calling me, let's set up the dates for July. Call me when it's over. Okay? I'm like Green Day. Call me when it's over, whatever the fuck it is. I don't want to.
You know that famous Green Day song, Call Me When It's... I knew exactly what he was talking about. But some of us are still out there, we want to do the first thing and the second thing, that he brought up. We're out here trying. It actually... I know he was talking to Bert in a certain level. I looked at it from the other way. I go, oh, I'm still doing those things. All right, cool. Okay.
And now I love it again. And I love it to the point where at night I have to go, Joey, you're not going to the city.
Yeah.
You're not going to get back till midnight or 1. That throws your whole week off. But that's where I am right now. I felt that we didn't take a break during the pandemic. We didn't, we kept podcasting. We didn't take a break. And Tommy Buns has to be burnt out by now.
Oh, this last tour he did was the biggest one he's ever done. And I think it's all arenas. And I know him. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't get his dick sucked.
I enjoy.
Nope. I mean, that is the whole reason, folks, that I'm still out here doing the God's work, trying to get my dick sucked, trying to do some drugs. I just thought, wow, that put things into perspective for me. I'm over here going like, man, I'm almost 40. I should probably, try and, build a family at some point here. What am I doing? I can do whatever I want all the time. It gets empty. And then Joey Diaz laid it out like that. And I go, you know what? Shit ain't so bad. He definitely wanted to hear that. But let's get into something fun. And that's about being horny. In one of the most odd places to be horny, the hospital.
For some
Were you
reason.
in the hospital?
Yeah, I was in the hospital for 3 fucking weeks this year.
Wait, what happened?
I have no fucking idea, Bert. They figured it out. It's called hypoxia or some shit, where your lungs fill up with liquid and you cannot breathe. And I mean, dog, I'm not scared of anything. This was scary.
Really? So wait, you were having a hard time breathing?
It started like in December. I thought it was the mushrooms. I thought, I'm like, well, when I eat mushrooms, my heart beats or something.
That's the thing about doing psychedelics and mushrooms and all that, is sometimes, when they say there's people that do mushrooms, they're like, I forgot how to breathe or whatever. And you're like, that's such a silly 8th grade thing. But there are times when you do drugs where you have to tell yourself, you're like, I'm on drugs right now. So I have am I having like a weird breathing sort of thing here? Sure, but that's because of the drugs. And so it's so funny for it to go the opposite way when you're like, that's just the drugs doing that. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, this is terrifying.
And then I got sick. And it was funny because I said, you know what, I'm going to stop smoking dope. Now, you know me a long time.
Yes.
And after New Year's, I said, you know what, I'm wasting my time with marijuana anymore. It ain't California. I got to be on a website every night to see who's got my weed. So I go there in the morning, stand online, get it, and it just gets me high in the morning. My tolerance is off the fucking charts, So I'm like, maybe I should give it a break. Well, a week later, I got the flu. And 2 days later, I could not breathe. I mean, Bert, I would get up here 20 steps, and I'd have to stop and fucking pee. I mean, and it's not like, Bert, where's your bathroom? Oh, no. I got to take my dick out right here and right now. It was terrible.
Really?
I would have to go home twice and change my sweats. And, it was just a horrible experience. I didn't know what it was. I went to, what is it? Urgent care?
Urgent care, yeah.
They were like, you should check into the hospital. Your oxygen level's low. And I'm like, it's my daughter's birthday. I don't want her to come home from school when I'm in a fucking hospital. That's no birthday present for nobody. So I waited out for like 2 days.
Oh, God.
And I couldn't breathe. I went in. That time they kept me for a week. Couldn't figure out what it was. They drained my lungs.
How did they drain your lungs? Do they go?
They do Lasix. They give you a thing in your vein to fucking take the water out of you.
And you feel it immediately?
Dog, you're peeing 20 ounces a shot.
Really?
Those bottles that they give you, I was peeing one every 2 hours. I was filling one of those things up.
God, see, I mean, I feel terrible because, being out here in L.A. and having Joey Diaz all the way on the East Coast. I used to do shows with him all the time. I love Joey Diaz. We used to talk on the phone a whole bunch. I feel bad that I dropped off on that because I didn't know he was dealing with all this until I saw him on Two Bears, One Cave.
Everything comes out.
And then
I dropped like 30 fucking pounds.
For real?
Yeah, they took all the fluid out of you.
Jesus.
Then they would send me home, but I would do the same shit. I'd go home and start with the one-hitters. And then 2 weeks later, I'm having a hard time breathing.
Shit.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
And does it feel like a flu, like you're coughing and stuff, or is it just filling up with fluid?
Just when you walk, or train, oh my God, it was to the point where I would have to do like a set of pull downs and sit down. Fucking, my face is turning red. So after the first hospital stay, they put that thing in my veins, in my arm, and went to your heart. And if you need a stent or a fucking balloon, they put it in there. When I woke up, and the doctor's like, Joey, I don't know what to tell you. You got a heart of a bull. You don't need anything. I'm like, what the fuck is this then? Because I kept thinking it was 27 years of cocaine.
Yeah.
Something's going to malfunction at some point in your life. You know what I'm saying? I was starting to sound like RFK. I was all RFK'd up and shit. I can't.
Joey already kind of sounds like RFK, but a little more like, for him to do it. I mean, that's perfect.
And then I came home again. Then I thought I had diverticulitis. So I went back that time for diverticulitis, but it wasn't diverticulitis. And then I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go home. I was going to the gym. I'm eating good. And fucking this time, that 1 week was just brutal. And it was starting to scare my wife.
Yeah.
And if there's something I don't like to do, is scare my wife. She's not from that school. But I'm going to tell you an example. The last 3 nights, I would walk from my basement to my bedroom, and I would have to keel on the floor. Like stop and drop to the floor, catch my composure until I could pee, run to the bathroom, pee, and then the walk to the bed was killing me. And then I'd have to do one of those things, a treatment.
Inhaler?
The inhaler with the fucking heat and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to get up in the middle of the night to pee. Oh, boy, was it bad.
Really?
And that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Saturday night was the worst. My blood pressure went up to 212 over 110. And my oxygen went down to 86. It was 4 in the morning. And I knew I had to go to the doctor. I'm like, I got to go to the hospital. But I didn't want to get the ambulance at 4 in the morning in front of my daughter.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll just go in the morning. And I went the next morning. And that's when they did a nuclear blood test. And they found out that I was overloaded with fluid and blood cells, red blood cells.
Really?
Because remember when I did testosterone, when Mercy was first born, I ended up in the hospital with too many red blood cells. So I knew what it was. I was taking MK677. It's a peptide for recovery and sleep and makes you hungry as fuck. But you get fucking huge on that shit if you start lifting. Yeah. And that stuff is like a growth hormone. It makes sure, it mimics a growth hormone. It's like my friend said. It's like Joe Rogan said, if you're going to do testosterone, do testosterone. If you're going to do growth, do it. But don't do things that are going to stimulate that.
Yeah.
Because somewhere it's going to backfire, and it backfired for me. And it would drop it would do like a insulin drop. So my blood sugar would go up, my blood pressure would go up. So I got off that, and I haven't smoked again, and I've been fine.
Really? So how long has it been since you went in the hospital?
3 weeks.
3 weeks? I've never fucking heard any of this.
Well, what am I going to say? Well, the first time I put a picture up, and I got 9,000 calls. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, 9,000 calls, like, you know. And I'm like, I can't tell people I'm in the fucking hospital. My phone will blow up all fucking day.
Oh, that's so funny.
So
that's so you, Joey.
So I didn't want to tell people, like, what do you do? Take a picture with tubes in your nose?
Yeah.
Like, look at me, I'm in the hospital. And then people are like, oh, get well. Get the fuck out of here. You know, I'm not going to tell you I'm in the hospital. I'll tell you when I get out.
Yeah.
Why am I going to take pictures in the hospital and embarrass you? And my daughter saw pictures. She's like, Dad, fucking hospital? What's wrong with you? I was like, you're right.
Holy shit!
So-
Did you get scared during that time?
Those last 3 nights were
I want to hear about him getting horny during the
a
hospital.
little.
But I wanted to hear all that because I didn't have any idea. I mean, like he said at the end, he's like, the first time I was in the hospital, I posted a picture. Everyone called me. I'm sure I didn't. I'm sure I texted at that point. But then to find out all this is going on at the top of that.
Because now it went from me just hyperventilating and couldn't catch my breath and having a bad panic attack to me sweating. I was starting to sweat and my face was getting real fucking red. And I'm like, this ain't good. And your blood pressure's 212.
Yeah.
That never ends well. That never fucking ends well. I said, fuck it. I went to a nutrition guy. I'm eating fucking, I changed a lot of shit. Like I had to.
Yeah.
I had to eat a lot more arugula for my blood pressure. I had to fucking, I'm eating that stuff, and it's pretty fucking good after 2 weeks. That shit you get from the ocean, and you
Seaweed?
That shit, see?
like seaweed, something else. I don't know what it's called.
Is it kelp? What is it? I don't even know now that it's not seaweed. That shit,
Sea moss.
sea
Yeah.
moss.
It's like pretty intense, and you take like I got some stuff that's blueberry flavored and strawberry flavored, and you fucking take it 3 times a day. Forget it. Hard-ons, everything comes back. And that's what was crazy. I was really sick, but I was really horny. That was fucking the weirdest thing. Like, I was never horny until I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
And I couldn't bang one out in the hospital because I'm a Catholic. You can't bang one out in the hospital. It's just not right. You know? But I was fucking super horny. I couldn't breathe. I'm like, even if I get pussy, I can't get a piece of pussy because I can't breathe. I just pump it one time and I'd go and spin out into a panic attack. So, fuck it. It was terrible, Bert.
God.
Those last 3 nights were like, Joey, you got to do something with your life. And I got up the next morning, I did like 3 bong hits. I was already dead, so I might as well do 3 bong hits, and I went right to the hospital.
That's the thing about eating that sea moss. I thought if you would have told me Joey Diaz was eating sea moss, I would have said, was he putting it inside of a bong? I mean, boy, oh boy. But to get horny in a hospital is nuts to me. I mean, I'm sure if you haven't been in a hospital, count your lucky stars. But I always say this. Hospital penis is always the smallest your penis ever is. That's why when you get like a hot nurse or something and you're like, oh my God, she's gonna, of course, I don't think like if she saw my regular penis, it would change anything in terms of her being sexually attracted to me in her job. But I'm just saying, you don't want the nurse to see you with the hospital penis. It's like, baby penis, hospital penis, that's the smallest. I'm talking about ranks of smallest it's ever been in your life. Baby times, hospital. I mean, if we ever were to get crucified on a cross, I imagine Jesus's penis wasn't bouncing, I mean, that no one was like, whoa, Jesus is fucking. I mean, that would be another time that I would imagine it would be the worst time that your penis has, crawling up inside of your body. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's other places. Has the stink portal ever thought about that? Where is your penis the smallest? I'd go hospital number 1. Crucifix, not many of us experience that, obviously. But I would imagine you look under that loincloth, Jesus' penis is inside of his body. Stanktron says, when I'm super hungover, my dick goes inside of me. Super hungover penis is also, because your body's just trying to stay alive at that point. It's not trying to actually get your dick hard. Chubby Blunt says, when I'm sick and blow a load, I'm 100% healthy for about 15 minutes. Then it all comes back and I'm sick again. That's interesting. These are the times I wish Dr. Drew wasn't streaming live at the exact same time as me, because I would just call him on the phone and ask him, hey, why does Chubby Blunts, why is his penis, why after he comes when he's sick, does he feel elated and then it goes away? Why does that happen? Smallest dong is in the pool. That cougar typing that into the chat. That's a good everyday one. But sometimes I feel like it could be big in the pool. Depends on the temperature of the pool, obviously. Sometimes I feel like the water is, it's becoming waterlogged, if you will. And so you're like, man, my dick is like healthy in this pool. Strange. Post nut clarity, says Stanktron, according to Chubby Blunt's thing. No, right out of the pool, says Amber Oakley. That's interesting too. Then you got the breeze blowing on you, and you have that bathing suit sort of grabbing at your skin, and then you wish your dick was just like a baby arm inside of your swim trunks there. It's not. After a vasectomy, dick was small, says Todd Stewart. Wowie, I never even thought about that. And that would be doubly the mind fuck if you have a vasectomy and you have sort of this fear. You're like, it's not a fear. I mean, it's probably all dissuaded, but you know, you just like, there's something about it. You're no longer pumping out loads that are effective anymore. So it's like something in your brain mentally. And then for your dick to feel extra small too, you're like, oh no, what did I do? What did I do? But no, I'm glad it comes back to full size then, even when you're shooting blanks. Boy, oh boy. Don't trip. That's a good one too. Oh my goodness. My dick's the smallest when I'm on the bus. Yeah. It's because you're in fight or flight mode on the bus. There's some men though I've seen on the bus that their dick, it ain't so small on the bus. They wouldn't have that same story for you. Yeah, I've seen a few penises on the bus, and I've seen a couple of them where that guy, he's having a really good dick day. You know what I'm saying? He is having a blast. Oh my God. Speaking of the bus, Tony Johns. I mean, if you're following the Saga on Instagram, I'm sure you know the trials and tribulations that he's experiencing in the community of Auburn, New York, going around and things like that. But I was happy that Tom and Christina had a very condensed version of the last couple of weeks that Tony Johns that he's had. I mean, they recap it so succinctly, and they talk about all the places that he, in fact, is now no longer allowed. They talk about the saga with the landlord, who, like I said, I think he's going to be nominated for an Emmy with these guest starring arcs. I mean, unbelievable stuff from the landlord. And they put it all together here, and they go through it. Let's go through it with them.
Okay. Honestly,
Honestly,
this entire episode, I have just been holding on to get to this.
Same with us, for the record.
And that is
no, I'm scared.
that our buddy,
No,
Tony Johns,
the
if
best.
you have not been following this on Instagram, because we've been traveling, touring, and I've been watching every day, I see something of Tony John. And at first I was like, oh, this one thing just happened to him.
Yeah.
It has been, if there was a reality show on this right now, it's the most dramatic 2 weeks that could possibly happen in somebody's life. So let me just recap what has happened in 2 to 3 weeks.
Here we go, baby. I mean, it is ups. It is downs. A lot of downs. So many downs. I can't wait. I mean, if you have not, there was even some in here that I missed, for the record. So if you're thinking, I've seen it all, maybe you have. But there were some that have, because they were taken down by Instagram, things like that. Let's go.
Since this guy,
Can we set it up? What part of the world is he?
this is in Auburn, New York.
Okay.
Upstate New York.
Okay.
And the only thing we knew when he came on, just to like kind of set all this up.
Yeah.
We knew he had been working at Lowe's, and that was like a stable thing for him.
Fire.
And then he'd gotten let go.
Oop.
And you're like, well, you were at Lowe's, now you're at Walmart, you're stocking shelves, you're doing your thing, you're making a living. Hopefully you can do that for a while. In the 3 weeks since we last kind of spoke to him, he lost his job at Walmart.
No.
He's being evicted. He started an OnlyFans charging $20 a month. He has about 10 fans right now.
Okay.
He was kicked out of a library, the public library, because he was filming inappropriate content with panties in his mouth.
But
He got
loves to
kicked.
See, I mean, he's just doing his work there. When he's got the panties in his mouth, he's probably just taping a promo. And he thought, where can I go to tape a promo for my OnlyFans? I need to get my work done. I'm a worker. Where can I go get this promo done. I think about that often too. I'm sometimes in my house. I'm like, I don't want to be in my house when I'm filming. I want to be like, hey, come on out to San Diego this weekend, that kind of thing. I don't want to be in my house when I do it. So you go out in the world and you tape these things. He decided to go to the public library where it's quiet and he can concentrate. The public library, just you see, they don't respect that type of work, I guess, which is crazy to me.
Kicked out
Library.
of Cayuga Community College Library because he was asking for money. He got kicked out of Planet Fitness, which was his favorite judge-free zone, where he would go every fucking day. He was at Planet Fitness. He got kicked out because he was recording in the bathroom, and they reported him for that. He got in trouble at the tanning salon for leaving a mess and hitting on staff. And by mess, I'm assuming there's some fluid.
Jesus.
He's seeking a new job.
Is this a what's his name, Justin Tucker situation, kicker for the Ravens, who, according to some sexual assault charges of his, he left some fluid on some massage tables, evidently. So Tony Johns using his time in the tanning bed to make some content? I mean, it just sounds like to me that Tony Johns is just working constantly. He's just got to get a better at-home setup. I know everybody's trying to leave the at-home setup. We're all outside of the pandemic. We're on the other side. Nobody wants to work from home anymore. And even companies don't want you to be working from home anymore. They want people back in the offices. Maybe that's his mindset. I have to find my office. Maybe that's why he's getting kicked out of all these places. Maybe it's just a matter of shepherding him to a place where he can get this kind of thing done. It's the bus. I just said the bus. Oh, my Lord. How many times have I seen people cranking it on the bus? They don't seem to get thrown off. I never seen one guy get thrown off a subway, a bus, for cranking it. Not once. I mean, maybe if they do it long enough or they're there long enough, by that point, maybe then they get kicked off or kicked out or something like that. But I'm trying to tell them, I'm trying to pass along the word, like, I know you're trying to get your work done. You're a hard worker. You're out there working. But you got to pick and choose where you're going.
He's taking legal action against the landlord with an attorney for being kicked out of his apartment and for being a prostitute or something there. He believes this is all about jealousy. People don't like him, social discrimination. So here's just let's see kind of a few of these put together, okay?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
How's it going, everybody? So there was a little situation here at Walmart. A coworker has now threatened me with my life. A coworker has now told me that he is going to snap my fucking neck.
Real quick before we continue with this, the coworker wanting to snap his neck is intense. Spacehead put up a chat here. Says Tony should do a podcast with RPC. Could you imagine? I'm not saying could you imagine how wonderful that would be. I'm saying could you imagine the logistics of something like that? Please, for a moment. I mean, everyone in their mind thinks everyone can just come in. I just turn on a camera and I'm talking at you. Sure, that's kind of part of it. But there is still some sort of, I'm trying to get RPC onto Behind the Jeans. He says he's getting better with computers. I don't doubt that he is getting better with computers, but I don't think he's getting that great at computers where he's producing a podcast every week. I mean, can we just keep our heads on straight for 2 seconds? Get both of them on here and moderate it. Okay, Cougar. Now we're talking. And I know Cougar has the inroads to Tony Johns. That'd be easy. But if we can get, oh my Lord, why don't we just, that's a great idea, Cougar. You just, you poked holes in all of my theory. Why am I trying to be a doubter when I could be a facilitator of such a thing? Why am I over here poo-pooing Spacehead when I can make something like that happen? And you can get your wish then. Oh boy, would you love a weekly podcast with RPC and Tony Johns? You'd love a weekly Let's get a little taste of it and see how. I'll just sit back and let them go moderate it. Sure, maybe I'll jump in from time to time, but for the most part, we should have them on and just see what that's like. Just see. I think that would be fun. Maybe we'll work on that. That'd be interesting.
I am very, very scared right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen. But a coworker has now threatened me with my life, saying that he is going to snap my neck. I'm very, very nervous, very, very scared for my safety. I don't know. It's very, very scary. And this is a big boy. This is a big man. Damn. He's out here making threats towards me. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, man.
So one of the things about Tony Johns, I like Tony Johns a lot. I really like.
Of course.
But
By the way, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Right? This is all from love. Even if we give him small criticism on certain aspects.
the patterns that you see in all these is he's like, here's some shit happening to me. I don't know where it happened from, and it's like, you know, did a coworker just be like, I'm gonna break your fucking neck for
Right.
no reason?
Right.
Because he's like, crazy shit's just wild. Fucking insane that this is happening. You're like, well, something happened, right? And then
Not taking a responsibility.
None.
There's no accountability. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a plumbing issue or pipes might be clogged. There's another bathroom down here. Sir. Pretty wild out here.
I love this is like, oh, it's too good. I never saw this one. Oh my God, when I saw it, the plumber in the background is just, I can't even express what made Tony Johns feel the need to report on the Auburn, New York Planet Fitness bathroom facilities in that moment is sort of beyond me. He's just had to get the word out, like, here, I'm here in the judgment-free zone. By the way, he's got their branding down. I belong to Planet Fitness too. And yes, that's why I go, because it is a judge-free zone. I don't want people judging me when I'm trying to get better my life. You know, I'm in the process here, okay? Judge-free zone. I'm a worker. And so Tony Johns, you know, he's in there and he goes, oh boy, there's a caution tape up here on the bathroom. The bathroom seems to be out of order. I'll get to the bottom of this as an investigative journalist. And he felt the need to report on it to the point where Planet Fitness, I will say, judge-free zone. There's not a lot of judging going on. They do judge if you film in the bathroom. And it's the one thing, the locker room, the bathroom, because it is a gym that has those things where they don't appreciate. That is the one, I think that is the one rule at Planet Fitness besides, you know, like, don't film people. It's really what it is. So tough time for Tony to report this. But, you know, he doesn't, I mean, maybe give him a warning next time. It's not like he's filming people changing here. This is just a plumbing situation that he's trying to get on record.
Hope you didn't put me on fucking film, buddy. Oh, no, sir, partner. You want to be on film? I can put you on film if you want.
No, you can actually.
Cool, you got it. He doesn't want to be on film, so he won't be on film.
Be a wise guy, man.
Yeah, have a good day, partner.
That plumber is got a little added. Here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, I don't put myself in these positions. Maybe you do out there in the stink portal. Maybe you're out there filming yourself, reporting on a plumbing situation in a bathroom. I've never encountered such aggressive people. It's like one thing to say that Tony Johns isn't taking accountability. That plumber, aggressive. Maybe he's in the way of his work. Maybe he's bothering him to the point where he's like, don't fucking, what is this guy filming? You know, I don't know. But they seem to come in hot. Again, I don't know what's going on the other side of it, but boy, oh boy, he's finding some aggressive people out there in Auburn, New York, is all I'm saying.
Got a plumber here talking to me. But yeah, this bad boy is out of commission here. This is a judge-free zone here, sir. Judge-free zone. Got a plumber. All right, boss. I'm a worker.
so that's his other favorite new expression.
Judge freeze.
No, worker.
He's a worker.
I'm a worker.
Yeah, great, says the plumber. He's over there like cranking a fucking pipe, and this guy's like up. The plumber, another one. I mean, if we were casting a show, the plumber and the landlord are just, I mean, that's what keeps the show alive.
He says it a fucking million times a video, okay?
So me and a couple coworkers got into a little scuffle at Walmart nighttime stocking crew.
Boy, don't you wish that one was on the tape? out of all the interactions with Tony Johns, man, I wish I got that he captured that one. I wish he, maybe now since that interaction, he has decided anytime somebody is aggressive with him or amps up the temperature of the conversation, I need to be on the live. So that's why maybe he learned his lesson. Maybe that was the origin story for the plot of many of these reels.
My one coworker was making fun of me because of my past. I used to be really poor, so I ended up blowing up and blowing off on him and making fun of him because his wife ended up cheating on him with a pastor. Both these clowns ended up taking off, running to the manager, and ended up crying and complaining to the manager, and I was escorted out.
I think Tony Johns, by the way, also is teaching me a lesson in social media. You know, I struggle with it and I have to do it for my stupid job. But I think what's interesting about it is I find myself when he writes a massive paragraph like that, I'm freezing it. So now I'm reading this paragraph. Does that help with the algorithm? Is it increasing his engagement? The fact that I'm sitting there reading this long, do I have to start putting more paragraphs on my Instagram reels? That's what I'm curious about. I'll write a fucking book on there. I swear to God.
I don't know if that whole story adds up.
Yeah, what's going on, Scott? I just got
Scott,
home. dude.
This is his landlord.
I've been looking for a job.
Keep going.
I just got home. What's your problem?
I don't care about you at all.
What's your problem, partner?
I hate you.
Why do you hate me, boss?
Because you're a prostitute.
Okay, I make money fucking women and
You
on OnlyFans.
You're gonna wind up turning into a damn and then eventually you'll be a murderer. And
What is he? Oh, I think I know what he says there. It's the R word and not retarded.
then you'll be in prison for the rest of your life.
No, sir.
And I'm gonna make sure that somebody's watching you for the rest of your life. Okay?
No, sir. I'm a ladies' man. I'm a performer.
Goodbye. You
I'm a performer.
You perverted fuck.
I'll be up all night doing solo videos.
Jerking off.
Yes, sir. Yep. You got it, partner. I'll be up all night doing solos, baby. Yes,
Jerking off to men. Scott is, get him in a fucking Emmy. This guy is, I mean, I want more interaction with Scott, the landlord. Holy shit. Imagine living in this building. I don't know what part of the building this is. I think it's like a hallway situation. I think they have a joint bathroom this is all things I'm speculating as a person who has watched the show quite like you folks at home. Maybe you guys know better than I do in the stink portal. I would love to hear. But I think what I'm looking at here is a communal space, and there's a communal bathroom per 3 units in a row or something. It seems like almost like a hostel. And they're in a laundry room. Yes, but it seems like he's going into his quarters from the laundry room. Or is this down in the basement? That's a good point. It could just be the laundry room. I see. I'm sitting there thinking that is the entirety of the house. But okay, the laundry room. Now imagine you live there and you try to go put a load of laundry and you're like, Scott and Tony Johns are yelling at each other. I mean, Scott is almost, who seems more unhinged here? It does seem like it is Scott. I mean, I am like sitting here going like, I don't know if I want my landlord jumping to these conclusions about people. You're going to be a murderer. I want you in jail for the rest of your life. I mean, that's banana land. Hold on here. Forgot to unpause it.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, partner.
You never get laid.
A bag's a bag, baby.
A bag's a bag, baby.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That's his landlord.
Yikes.
That's his landlord.
I'm a worker.
It's a worker.
He's a worker.
I mean, have you ever spoken to anybody like that in your life?
No.
Like, especially the landlord.
That's not all of it, dude.
Ay, Maron.
really have. I've done nothing wrong, man. I leave
Tell them
right
you're a
now.
worker.
Why not?
Membership's been canceled at Planet
You want me
Fitness.
to leave or what? Yeah. Okay, I'm out here. Have a good night. Perfect. So, they'll be hearing from my lawyer, too.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Judge Free Zone here. Worker. Judge Free Zone. They'll be hearing from my lawyer. These guys are wild in here, man. It's a Judge Free Zone. That guy's judging me. That worker's judging me. Seriously, that guy's judging me for my social media because I'm a performer and I'm a worker.
He's very tan in this one.
I don't see, and I've just been like putting together his obsession with being a worker.
Right.
Because he also walked into multiple car dealerships with wraparound shades, a backwards hat, a chain. He's like, you guys hired? I can sell the fuck out of these cars. on live, Instagram live, and they're, the dealerships are like, yeah, why don't you fill out some paperwork? Like, they're like, who's this fucking lunatic?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm a worker. And, just out here, I'm a worker, man. I don't know if he's like, I thought he was using it as I'm just somebody who works hard.
Yeah.
But now I think he just uses it as I'm a sex worker. Like, I think he heard.
I think so.
I think he heard the
Yeah.
term and he adopted it. Like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm a sex worker.
Yeah, he shouldn't really tell people.
Yeah.
a lot.
He opened his interview. He's like, I got a couple DUIs, and the guy was like, that's cool.
Can I tell you what he's giving me though? Kind of giving me Fed smoker vibes.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Some people think Fed Smoker has been reincarnated.
Oh, for sure.
Oh boy, folks, and I mean, I know that the stink portal's been on that one for a hot minute. You've been in here, you've been saying, boy, oh boy, I'm getting the vibes of Fed Smoker, and now Mommy Tina has come to the same conclusion, and everybody's sort of like, wow, what a character arc, folks.
And I am
sure.
not against that.
Yeah, me either. I'm liking this evolution. You know, we started as a ladies' man, just get your DUI, baby.
Yeah.
Woo! And now we're getting aggressive. We're starting to get into Fed Smoker territory.
You're fired, bud.
You sure are.
We're getting there. This is turning.
Changing my lock.
They're changing the locks on his apartment.
Myers and Scott
Where's the other screw?
I don't know, somewhere.
What you do with the screws?
Right down there, probably.
Listen to how aggressive Scott is with the screws. Where are the screws? Where's all the screws? I mean, Scott always coming in hot. Again, does Scott ever just like come in? He just like had it up to here. Scott.
Working.
Working.
Yep.
Working.
Oh, yeah. Working. Oh, yeah. You
Working.
got it, boss.
Working.
You got my sweetheart right there on the left. Yeah. There's Scott. You got a sweetie. Yes, sir. 100%. Yep.
Perfect.
No, sir.
Thank you.
Perfect. I'll see you boys in court.
Yes,
Oh, yeah. 100%.
In
I'll see you
court.
boys in court. We got workers, thongs. Let's get it. I'll see you boys in court. Yep. That's fine with me, partner. That's totally cool with me. I've been homeless before. I'm not scared. I'm a big boy. I got my big boy pants on. Let's go. Woo! Let's go.
So one of the things he's doing
Oh, shit.
is he's saying, they're like, are you going to pay any more rent? He's like, fuck no, I'll see you guys in court. It's like, yeah, that's not a good angle for court. They try to throw me out for not paying rent, and
Judge
I
is
want
like,
to.
yeah.
I want to sue them.
Yeah.
Like.
He doesn't have a case.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm going to say that right out of the gate. Did you know that I'm not a lawyer? I have been extraordinarily poor before, and having to pay rent and things like that, and have lived in shitty places, and I know. So first of all, if he wanted to challenge the fact that they were throwing him out for his prostitution, which I don't know if is Tony Johns doing a little bit of night walking sort of things. Is the sex work limited to just OnlyFans? I thought perhaps it might be a misunderstanding with Scott the landlord. Scott thinking, his braggadociousness about being a sex worker equates to him being a prostitute, and he's doing gay for pay type things. Or, straight for pay, I guess, too. But nevertheless, did he jump to that conclusion when in actuality, Tony Johns is just making OnlyFans content, which is not illegal. And that's not a grounds for evicting somebody, for them making OnlyFans videos in the privacy of their own home. But you still can't withhold rent. Oh, shit. Put on my Matlock hat, dog. But now that he's withholding rent, it kind of gives them a little bit of a reason to kick him out. But hey, he says squatters' rights. It's like he did a little bit of research while at the Cuyahoga Community College about squatters' rights. And boy, oh boy, he's really running with that information that he's pulled up.
I don't know, man. Then he goes to the community college.
I'm on my way to.
This is how he was. He showed up to
Yeah.
apply for jobs like this. He walked into a car dealership like, you guys hiring? But he had a hat on, chains on too.
The local community college library, because the other library I can't go to, but this community college I can go to.
It's not illegal. It's immoral. Oh my God. Sex work is immoral now. I mean, come on. Come on. And I mean, who is setting the moral standard? Scott, the landlord.
Boy is going to school.
Nice.
Wait, what's going on? What's going on?
This is crazy. This is crazy. Wow.
No, he's getting kicked out.
What are you talking about? That's craziness, man. They're asking me to leave now? This is crazy. Like,
Written in the letter, sir.
I've done nothing wrong. Again, I'm an innocent man.
I feel like
He
you
says this
have.
a lot too. He says,
Yeah.
"This is crazy. I've done nothing wrong, and I'm an innocent man." And then usually I'm a worker right after that. At least in 15 videos that I've seen.
I wish I could see what he's doing that's ramping these folks
I
up.
think we're going to get to that in a
Oh,
moment.
thank God.
Thank God. I want to see too, because I stopped watching after this montage because I wanted to enjoy it with you folks at home. Fucking Bobby, by the way, he has like done his own investigate. I mean, if there's anyone as close to Tony Johns that has connection to Behind the Jeans here more than Cougar, I would venture to guess it might be fucking Bobby. So keep that in mind in the Stink Portal. If you have any questions for him, I'm sure he can answer. He says he's been getting advice from the landlord across the street, who probably Scott hates too. Oh my God.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna walk out. I'm just wondering why. I've done nothing wrong.
It's all the letter
This is craziness.
before they have to call me.
I'm gonna leave right now. Yes, ma'am. That's my letter. But yeah,
Thank you.
this is craziness.
These people are all very gentle and kind compared. This is how I would expect the interactions to go, because it's not like Tony Johns is being completely abrasive, or at least on camera. He seems bewildered by all of this. So this is how, like, that guy over there just kind of like, please, it's all in the letter, and we just ask that you please vacate the premises before we do have to call the police. Then, you know. He's so quiet and calm about it.
Seriously.
Look at, they're all standing the same way. This is how you stand when you hope to God a man you have to kick out, an unhinged man you have to kick out of the library, doesn't go insane on you. You're just trying to be very civil. Please let him leave without freaking out. Please let him. They're all like, oh God. They got their hands. They're doing the universal hand motion for please just leave civilly.
It's crazy. This is wild. This is
I'm a
crazy.
good man.
I'm a good.
Seriously, I'm a very good man. I've done nothing wrong.
They're all
Seriously.
You can just follow us.
Craziness. Yes, ma'am. I'll follow you guys right now. I'm gonna go. They're gonna walk me out the building. Yes. Yep. I'm walking out right now.
Tony.
Ladies, man. Crazy.
So this is the second library that's asked him to leave.
I know, and he loves the library.
Remember
That's
we
his
asked him.
favorite place.
We were like, "You like the library?" And you told him, "What's your favorite book?" He goes, "I like magazines."
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we said, "What's your favorite magazine?" He goes, "I can't lie. I love my Hustlers."
Yeah. We're like, at the library?
At the library? I don't think they carry that. Well, you can bring them in. You're like, "Oh, cool."
Maybe that's why he's getting kicked out.
Here's
Oh,
another.
Tony.
This is, by the way, this isn't taking place over 6 months.
Right.
This is
just
literally like 14 days.
Oof, Tony.
Out here working, baby. Trying to make an honest dollar. Out here working. Doing crazy social media videos. It's craziness, man. You know, just trying to,
I'll tell you, when this one came on, I was like, is something going on? I had my phone, I'm laying there watching Tony Johns, as I typically do, and then all of a sudden it's like making this sound. I go, did I leave is it double playing a browser?
making honest
His phone's
dollars.
ringing.
Had me going.
What else do you hear?
Yeah, I got it.
Tough to open Tony Johns' Instagram in public sometimes. You're in line at the bank, you got this playing.
This is classic Tony, though.
And
This one came down. We grabbed it before it came down.
This is the essence of TJ, though.
Yeah.
This is the Tony Johns I know and love.
Little porn in the background. Then
The
the
watch, the
tanning
chain.
salon sent
Yeah.
him some text messages that he posted. I don't know if you want to take that one. Can you
I
read
can't
that?
read it, sorry.
Oh, Anthony, this is a message from Zoom Tan. It has come to our attention that you left your room in an unsanitary condition multiple times and have been inappropriate with the staff. If this happens again, your account will be terminated. You will be permanently banned from Zoom Tan. He wrote, "What are you talking about? Interesting. Let's look at some camera footage. I will be down later around 7."
No.
Our salon does not have access to the cameras to review. You are more than welcome to email customer service to speak further. Then he goes, "Bet, no worries." Thanks. I will be down at stuff. I had no idea. I love Zoom tan. I can't get kicked out because I need to look good for my line of work. So please understand, I will focus on myself. I won't hit on any of the front desk ladies anymore. Yes, they are all beautiful, but yes, I will focus on myself, and I will be a good boy. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I'm sorry. A little accountability there.
Yeah.
So I hope he's still going to Zoom tan. I hope he was a good boy. Let's get to the appearance, the phone call, because... Oh, wait, hold on. There's more Scott. We got to listen to Scotty. I mean, how can we skip Scott? I mean, come on, Josh. What are you doing?
Then the Scott the landlord's back.
What's going on, Scott? What's going on there, partner? No, what's going on, boss? Yo, you're the one who I just got home. What you doing, boss? I said, what you doing, partner? What?
See, this is what I'm saying. You guys said it was the laundry room. He came out of his room. There's a communal bathroom. Am I wrong? Am I seeing things? Fucking Bobby, what's the story with the house there? I don't know. But hold on, I want to say this before we get to the actual phone call. Abby Parsons, welcome, and Andrew Payne, 2 APs coming in hot in the Stink Portal. Wanted to say what's up to them. Thanks for becoming a member.
Hey, why don't you sign a waiver and get a ring with me? Perfect, let's go. Perfect. Let's go. 100%.
See, now Scott wants to do almost like a rough and rowdy style boxing thing with Tony Johns. Is Scott feeling the light of fame? I mean, I'd imagine that could be something that is set up too. Boxing is tough though, because you have to do it in a licensed gaming situation. But hey, Tony Johns going to Vegas potentially to shoot with Alexis Fox. We do a 2-for-1. We do shoot a porn and have a fight. Think of the pay-per-views on that. Scott the Landlord versus Tony Johns. It sounds like he's down.
Yeah, let's go. So this slumlord Scott will hop in the ring with me. You'll sign a waiver. I'll sign a waiver. Let's go. You know what? Let's go. 100%. No, we need waivers.
We need waivers, baby.
No, waivers. 100%. We can sign 100%. We can sign. Look at this guy. Look at this crazy man. He's lost his mind. Off his meds. Total craziness. You don't have to wait. No, hell no.
Could you imagine living in this building? That's all I think about. My room would be right there, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, just shut the fuck up! Why are you just? Oh my God, two mentally ill people."
Dude, I don't care. Have a good night, sweetheart. Yeah. Have a good night. Yeah. Yes, sweetie. Have a good night. Yes, sir.
Just a Tuesday.
I thought they changed the locks. How is he getting back into the place?
I'm curious about that too.
This is his landlord.
Perhaps my favorite of all these is when he did YMH Live.
Yeah.
We were like, would you fuck a guy for $1 million? And he was like, oh no, I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah. And then we were like, what about like 500,000? He was like, that's a shitload of money. Yeah. But it was still like a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
And then now he's like,
Everybody, the ladies, man, here. Hear me out. I got my swig, got my bag here.
What is he drinking?
usually Fanta.
OnlyFans money right here. So hear me out. And I know this may sound totally wild, totally out of this world, but hear me out. Me being a poor boy growing up, and this may sound wild to a lot of people, but me personally, dude, I'm loving this OnlyFans money.
Okay.
I would do some crazy stuff. Gay for pay. Let's
Nah, we knew.
And partners, let's be straight.
We
Gay for pay.
knew.
A hole's a hole. But see, there's always a price tag on something, you know?
Yeah.
So he's saying he'd only be a top. A hole is a hole. He didn't say, I mean, because a hole's not a hole if it's yours, right? If you're worried about that kind of thing, I'm not over here like, yeah, I'll blow a guy, a hole's a hole. That's not how it works. Those two and two don't go together. So is he saying he's only going to top? He's going to let you, he's like, hey, gay guy, you can blow me for money. How about that? Is that what's happening here? I'm curious what's going on with all that. I can't wait to find it all out.
With OnlyFans? Is that
Let's get to the fucking phone call.
It's a very, very
for the fitness?
his money
No.
that we
That's what I mean. Like,
they call Tony.
Yo,
Yo, bro, how's it going, man?
yo, dude, it's yo, dog.
Now, again, I saved watching this part to watch it with you because I was like, oh my God, I was just too many thoughts. So many questions I want answered. I'm sure people in the Stink Portal want answered. I mean, maybe you even know the answers, fucking Bobby. I have no idea. Or a hole is just a hole. Or his hole is just a hole. Well, I mean, that's not how, I don't even imagine that's how it works though. Is he just saying like, is he telling them, hey, you might not be gay, but a hole's a hole? Is that his advertisement to try and get more people to do it? I'm not sure. Fucking Bobby says, I think he'll do either or. We'll find out. Hopefully. And if not, we'll get to the bottom of it down the road, I'm very sure. I mean, I'm tempted to give you what you want in terms of an RPC Tony John's podcast. I'd be like, hey, both of you want to do a podcast. This is how it works. I remember morning radio duos used to get put together all the time. This guy's kind of good and this guy's kind of good. I bet if we put them together, they'll be a fantastic show. That's how it used to go down sometimes. And then sometimes it would work. Maybe that's what I pitch to them, and then I just sit back for an hour, maybe plus, and see how it goes.
Is this fucking Tom?
Yeah, it's Tom and Christina, man.
Oh, dude, yo.
Hey.
Woo! Oh,
Tony.
Yo, no, you guys, no. Like, I'm like spazzing out right now because, dude, check me out. No, ever since I got back from Texas, no, hear me out.
Yeah.
My life was...
No one's interrupting him, too. No, hear me out. Okay, yeah, no one's saying a word.
Legit changed 100% because of you crazy guys. And I love you guys, man. Yo, Tom.
Yeah, man.
If I ever get back down to Texas, partner, I want to suck your big toe. Is that okay?
That's an awesome offer, man. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Dog, dude.
Is that a euphemism for penis? I mean, wow. We've gone from borderline not gay for pay to gay for pay to now he's just giving big toe sucks out. That's crazy. Now I'm fearful. Obviously, Tom would never let Tony John suck his big toe. Never in a million years would Tom allow him to do that. Would Tom give up and sacrifice someone else's big toe in order to not be rude and, poo-poo the offer? Yes, that's my biggest fear.
You cannot, dude, everywhere I go out here in New York, all through upstate, everywhere, dog. Like, dude, cute girls are checking me out, dog. It's just...
Tony, I got to ask you. I got
to
ask you something, man. I have been following, like, really in detail, everything going on Instagram for the last few weeks. It's been a wild few weeks for you. And so
yes, sir.
I want to ask something. So initially I was perplexed that, the public library tossed you out that day, right?
Crazy.
It was crazy. And you were like, this is wild. This is crazy. But they had to have had some, what was the reason that they kicked you out of the library?
Sir. Yes, sir. So Tom, check me out, dude. It's a wild story. So,
okay.
A girl, she was a coworker at Lowe's. And I know it's not right, brother, but a beautiful girl.
This is a scary prelude to whatever might come out of that. There's this. Why'd you get fired at Lowe's? Well, there was this girl at work, and I know it's wrong, but she was beautiful. That's like the scariest. Look at the eyes in Christina's face. I mean, she is sick maybe at the possibility of what's about to come out of his mouth. This isn't, there's no behind the jeans little secret here. There was no probably pre-interview. I mean, I'm sure maybe he expressed to Cougar why he was fired at the very least, but there's no pre-interview here. He's just they're flying by the seat of their pants at this moment. Look at the sickening look on Christina's face. Can you see that? That's real.
We had some fun on Christmas, and that was the last time I ever saw her.
Right.
I was taking some explicit photos, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted them on Instagram, and it was it was I don't know, dude. It was some explicit photos and fucking yeah, dude. It was just fucking craziness, brother.
Well, what were the photos?
But
Tony,
you posted photos of you or of her?
No, of me, 100% of me. I had, her.
Think of the tension. I mean, even just now, knowing. I mean, I'm sure it would have been, if he admitted to doing a crime, it would have been a different story. we wouldn't be watching it right now, probably. Wouldn't have been existing on the internet. But why was I so scared?
Her thong in my mouth.
Oh, you had
So
so you had her
yeah,
thong in your
yeah.
mouth.
That makes sense.
And then why did you choose to take those photos at the library? It's a cool setting, but why?
I don't know. It's kind of wild, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. I mean, you're a worker.
Oh, 100%. Yes, sir. Dude, to be honest with you, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I was just in the moment.
In the moment. And so what? Somebody then saw you taking a photo with a thong in your mouth at the public library, and then they go, "Hey, get out of here."
Oh, yeah. Well, because, dude, I tagged the OnlyFans, dog, because I've been trying to promote my OnlyFans lately,
Yeah,
Tom.
let's promote it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But yeah, dude, to be honest, it was really, really weird photo. But I was just trying to make promotions on my OnlyFans.
Well, what can people see on your OnlyFans?
Yeah, what are
Let's
they
talk
seeing?
about
Let's
it.
talk about OnlyFans.
Tony Johns must have a degree in social media, by the way, by what he tags all the companies. He, like I said, he writes those paragraphs on there. I mean, we should all take a lesson if we're trying to up our social media game. I think Tony Johns is the beacon of social media. It's crazy. I gotta take some more notes on that kind of thing. Tagging the OnlyFans, so smart.
Oh, I'm loving the OnlyFans, you guys do. Like, I'm getting my bills paid because of adult content. We're talking.
So hold on here. Make that bigger for me, guys, a little bit. So for people who want to follow Tony's OnlyFans, it's at Tony Michael Johns 96.
Yes, ma'am, worker. We got people yelling out here on the driving, Tom. People yelling, worker. 100, Tom. I made it 100% because of you guys.
Well, I'm so happy for you.
He had Tom, some crazy ladies yelling out the window, worker. Did you hear that?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
God, that's craziness. This is what I'm saying, dude. Like, dog, dude, this is crazy. It's all just craziness, and I'm loving every minute of it, brother.
So, can people see explicit content on your OnlyFans?
Oh, 100%. It's all 18 plus. Yes, sir.
Tight.
Yes, sir.
And is there?
Yes, sir. 100%. All explicit. There's
dropping
some
loads.
dong pics.
Yep.
Yeah,
Some dong pics.
shots. Cool. Have you done any? So we'll get to this in a second. First of all, very excited for your OnlyFans, ladies, gentlemen. Sign up and subscribe. You can see some awesome adult content on Tony's OnlyFans. What happened at Planet Fitness? I thought they were a judge-free zone. Why did they kick you out?
Oh yeah. So, I didn't read through the contract, the whole contract when I signed the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is another crazy story out here, Tom. Geez, partner.
What did I tell you? The contract. It's in the rules. Fellow judge-free guy over here.
So, dude, I didn't read through the whole paperwork, and
Trying to find
and
his
there's no allowed
here.
like photos taken. So I was taking a few, few shirts, a few photos of my tank top, and on the massage chair, trying to relax,
Yeah.
and there was also
Tony Michael.
I was in closed doors, to be honest, Tom. I took a little OnlyFans video in the one of the red light therapy rooms there. And,
Uh-oh.
I don't know. So they took it offensive and they said, "Hey,
Get out of here."
We don't want your business no more." I said, "No."
Kind of like
problemo. Hey,
it's
no
like
problem."
I thought you were a judge-free zone kind of thing, though, too.
I was all confused, dude. I even did a live, Tom. I was like, I went in there because I was all shocked. I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here, guys?" Like. Judge-free zone, you know what I'm saying? Like, why am I getting judged for doing, making films in the tanning rooms? You know?
But
Wow, I think he might have a case here. I mean, again, not a lawyer. Do I dream about always getting, being a defense lawyer and kind of finding those wormholes? Of course. I mean, take from that what you will. But in this case, I would go in there. I go, Your Honor, my client simply misunderstood the definition of judge-free zone. Did he take it to a point in which you and I would never fathom? Of course. But judge-free is judge-free, is it not? And if he, of course, has to read a contract, cannot follow the rule, or has to follow the rules in that regard without filming in the bathroom. But at the end of the day, he is just trying to find new ways in order to bolster his business. And oftentimes, Sex workers do film in the changing rooms of places. They keep it a secret of where it is. That's where he also went wrong. I mean, he is guilty of all this, but I'm just saying there's ways around this. I get what he was trying to do is all my point.
Yep.
But Tony, do you have somewhere private you can make these films?
No.
That you
need to be in public sometimes. That's part of the danger.
Somewhere private?
See, that's another thing, too. See, my landlord. And
Scott.
Him and James Chappell, these guys are nuts.
Fucking slumlords.
100% fucking total slum. Can I swear right now, Tom?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Dog, holy fuck, these guys are slum. So, yeah, these guys fucking hate me because I'm doing some adult content up in my room.
So where do you stand with them? Are you not paying rent?
Oh, no, hell no. I'm not. So no. I'm not a walking ATM, Tom. Like, yo, hear me out.
Yeah.
So I paid rent. I paid rent.
Yeah.
The whole time I've lived there. And both of these crazy slumlords spazzed out on me a few weeks ago. Totally spazzed out. I got it all on film. It's all on Instagram. Check it out. These guys are fucking scumbags.
Yeah.
So yo, Tom, fucking
yeah, still here,
dude. And I've been all spooked up, all shaken up and shit lately, and they just spazzed out.
Where does it stand?
We don't promote OnlyFans here. I said, hey, fuck you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know that I love. No, hear me out. I love doing adult content. You know, I love showing off for the ladies.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a worker.
Performer.
So Scott, the landlord, has an issue with OnlyFans. Again, I think Tony needs to just be a little more covert about the way he goes about things. Maybe don't tag the business in which you film your pornographic films inside of. Maybe just don't tag them. You know, you tell it on the thing or whatever. It's sneaky. People can buy it. But maybe you just don't tag their corporate account whilst doing it. That's one tip I have. The second tip, maybe like even here at my apartment, I don't tell my landlord. I mean, my landlord has some idea of what I do for a living, but he doesn't know all of it. He's starting to figure it out, which is annoying. I don't want him knowing that. Now he comes up to me and goes, oh, you got a big show coming up? And I go, that's none of your fucking business. You take the fucking rent. If my sink's leaking, you come over and you fix that. You don't need to know what I'm doing for work. And that's how Tony John should keep it. All I'm doing is telling jokes and shit. I'm not fucking and doing podcasts. That's it. And I still am like, I don't want you knowing shit. But Tony's over here. I'm a worker. I'm one of my OnlyFans. He's probably telling his landlord, hey, the rent's coming. I'm doing OnlyFans. It's popping off. I'm going to be able to pay that rent real soon because of my OnlyFans work. And he don't want to hear that. Ask many a sex worker out there. They have a difficult time renting homes. If, in fact, their 1099 is coming from certain companies. It happens to all of them. So I think these are just common sex worker battles that Tony Johns is learning. And maybe, just maybe down the road, he'll get some more advice from very, very professional sex workers like Alexis Fox and so forth.
100%,
So where does it stand with them? Are you, because I saw you put looked like a petition, a court filing online. Are you guys going to be going to court, the two of you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I got a jailhouse lawyer. Right. Oh yeah, 100%, Tom. And you know, I'm squatting right now. I'll be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
You know, I try to be as honest as I can. Yo, Tom, can I tell you another crazy story, bro?
Please.
Dude, so when I got back from Texas, dog, fucking everything's just been so wild and crazy because it's a small town. You know, there's like 28,000 people in Auburn, maybe 30. I think it's like 28.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking craziest fucking thing ever, dude. I was hopping on the bus, dude, because I usually take the bus or I usually go for walks.
Yeah.
And a girl, you know.
Fucking Bobby says, watch Christina here. Okay, let's do it.
Oh, there was you know that blonde girl I was telling you about several months ago, dude, a coworker at Lowe's?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Dog, dude, I love that girl so fucking much, Tom, to a point to where, dude, I would have done anything for this chick. And dog, fucking dude, I saw her on the bus, man. And dude, I haven't seen this chick since fucking Christmas, dog. That was my Christmas present. I got lucky. But anyways, dude, I haven't seen this chick since fucking Christmas, dog, and she was on the bus.
You wouldn't believe what happened, partner. I hop on the bus. I'm like, oh, well, there she is. Dude, she threatened to spray my ass.
On the bus?
Oh, yes, sir. I couldn't believe it. I said, whoa, what's going on, babe? She said, oh, fuck no.
Hold on, let's go back. Hold on.
I ain't your babe, partner. Dude, she threatened to spray my ass.
On the bus?
Oh, yes, sir. I couldn't believe it.
I think that was the face fucking Bobby was looking for right there. Just. I'd pay $5.99 to watch Tony Johns play Potter and MLB The Show, says Todd Stewart. Well, thankfully, only one of us really needs the $5.99. So I'm not going through all that. Imagine that. I have a hard enough time getting people to click all the right things there. Todd, you know how it goes, pal. Oh, my God. Oh, that's so funny, fucking Bobby. Right here, he says. Great dead eyes look. I mean, boy, isn't that what we do this for right there? Is to put this look on Christina's face from time to time.
I said, whoa, what's going on, babe? She said, oh, fuck no, I ain't your babe, partner. Oh, dude, it was nuts, dog.
What a saga.
She threatened to spray me. Took out the can of mace and everything, dog.
Wow, what the fuck, man?
Dude, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I really fucking liked her, dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, Tony.
So I've been...
Sweetie, do you have a bank account that you can link the OnlyFans to? Are you getting paid?
Yes, ma'am. I do
good.
on the yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're getting your money from OnlyFans. That's good. So
That's
keep
good.
doing that, and then can you find a new place to live?
Yeah. I just I'm on looking on Craigslist and other places right now. But right now I don't know. It's up in the air. It may be a week. It may be a month. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying
Let
to
me
figure
ask
it out,
you-
know?
Leave it to Christina. She totally felt deadened from that Mace story. I want to know more about what the hell's going on with that lady. He's the lady. I mean, boy, oh boy, he seems like he is. I mean, we've all had where, we go on a date, and then after the date, we're like, man, I really like that girl. I think I'm going to give her a call up and try to go on another date. And she's like, and she had a different experience. She did not enjoy her time. So she does not want to go on another date. And you're like, well, why? And you're going through everything in your head. Like, did I order too much food? Did I drink too much on the date? Did I say something callous about politics or religion or something off-putting? What is the reason she could possibly not have felt that same connection? Is that what it's like when you see a woman that you had sexual relationship with on Christmas on the bus and she tries to mace you? Is it the same feeling? I'm curious. I want to know more about it. Perhaps Robert Paul Champagne can investigate it once we get that podcast going down the road.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I noticed that you posted screenshots from Zoom Tan, and they had said in the screenshots that you had left the tanning room you were in an unsanitary condition. What are they exactly? What did you do in there?
So I like my lotion, Tom.
Yeah.
And I mean, it might have looked bad for the workers, the lady workers' perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, dude. I was in a rush, Tom, to catch the bus to go back home.
You can't miss the bus, because then another one doesn't come for a long time. It's not just getting in your car and going home. I kind of understand that point. And he had a lot of lotion, just a lot of lotion. Ooh, it's an oopsie. It's a mistake. Can't be the first guy to leave a lot of lotion in the tanning bed. Now, if it's so much, if it's a Justin Tucker situation, I've always often wondered, when these massage therapists come out and they say, well, I know what cum looks like. And I go, oh, see, they do. A pretty girl of a certain age has seen her fair share of cum. She'd know the difference. And I think they would have put that in the little text message if it wasn't just an abundance of lotion situation.
And I don't know, dude. There was quite a bit of lotion all over my body, man. And so I did make a mistake there. I did kind of trash the room before I left.
That's not good.
Now,
yeah. Are you on good terms with them now? Did you go down there and work it out?
Yes. So what I did is I actually went down there and I actually did apologize, Tom.
Good.
And I'm a sincere dude. I said, hey, I made a mistake. Yes, ma'am. It was one of the lady workers. I'm very respectful towards women. I said, hey, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, and I asked them nicely, can I get my membership back? They said no, but we appreciate,
No.
we appreciate your honesty. I'm just saying sorry. So that's what I did, man.
I also noticed, because it was very compelling to watch, that you went to a few car dealerships to try to get hired to sell cars.
Yeah.
Did any of them kind of make an offer?
No. I wish, man. I don't have a license yet, Tom. So
Christina's face hasn't changed in the last 5 minutes of this phone call. It's just, I don't know. I think she's dissociating.
man,
That's a dissociation face right there. She's someplace else.
I would love to get back in the selling car industry. Because I am a really good salesman. I think
True.
I would.
I believe it, yeah.
Oh, we saw her. Okay, because there was a second there where I was like, is my computer frozen? But no, that was
But
her.
you would
But
be
no.
a really good car salesman. You love people. You love talking to people.
Yeah.
That's a great
Meet
gig.
new customers.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you been, Christina?
I'm good, sweetie. I'm just glad to hear how happy you are. And I like
fuck,
that this.
I'm loving all this.
Good. I like that OnlyFans is working out for you. And you mentioned in your stories that maybe you would consider doing some videos for the guys, because I think guys actually pay quite a lot more than women on
come on.
OnlyFans.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
So tell me about
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
What's that?
Hey, if there's a big performer out there that's willing to put me out, I'd love to, like straight up, like blow my back out.
Oh my God. Now he is ready to cross the line into blow my back out. And he even said a big performer. So he is willing to bottom out. And that is interesting to me. Boy, oh boy. I mean, I hope Alexis Fox is taking notes, because I do understand the gears are in motion to get Tony Johns. And I think I'm allowed to say this. I hope I'm not talking tales out of school. They can find me. Your Mom's House corporate folk can find me for, releasing something that perhaps isn't allowed to be released. But here on Behind the Jeans, I'm doing it anyway sometimes. I think, pending an STD test, the shoot is happening in Las Vegas at the end of this month of April. That is what I'm hearing. That is what the little birds have told me. And perhaps, now that we know that this is on the table, does Alexis Fox bring someone like a Pierce Paris along for the shoot? I mean, obviously, that becomes a little more of a sticky wicket in terms of paying performers and such like that. Now you're a part of an ensemble. But more collabs could equal more eyes on the final product. I mean, I would like to be in the meeting about the production of this whole thing, because boy, oh boy, do I have some ideas. But I mean, like I said, we all have our gears working when it comes to what this could possibly be, and I can't wait to find out more information.
If the money's good, hey, I'm gay for pay. A hole's a hole, partner.
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think what you should
Crazy,
do.
but it's right. I need some cash, and a hole's a hole.
That's right. I think what you should do, because we've been in touch with Alexis, and we're working on getting this scene going with her as your debut. You're still down to do that, right?
Oh, 100%. I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah, so that's going to happen pretty soon. I think what you should do is debut with Alexis, and then maybe have your next scene be with a male star.
Yes,
and we
sir. I'm
actually
ready.
know
Let's
one. We know one.
Oh, nice. Fuck yeah. No, for real, Tom. Like, let's go. Let's do this.
I think we should reach out to him.
I think so. Yeah.
Because that would be a
fuck yeah.
great
I'm all over
back-to-back
this.
debut.
Tom is smart in suggesting a sort of a two-part series. I mean, he's got a good business sense, and that is smart. But I say, why even? Let's do it all. Let's get it all in one, baby. Let's get it all in one.
Yeah, because I think this is actually your lane. I think you may have found your talent, Tony.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
No.
Let's
Thank
keep
you.
going. Keep going.
Yes, ma'am.
But try to find somewhere more private, maybe. I don't want you to end up in jail, okay?
Yeah, don't get kicked out of
Yes,
another
ma'am.
place.
Yeah.
Film in your place for now, or a place that allows that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
like
Okay.
libraries and stores and stuff, it's just asking for problems.
Craziness.
Yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. No, I really appreciate you guys always looking out for me.
Trying.
So let's keep the guys are going to reach out to you because I think we're going to have a schedule for you to go see Alexis here pretty soon. And hopefully after that, we'll do our next
partner,
scene.
are you serious?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
happening.
dude, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, and we'll fly you out there. We're going to fly you out to
Oh
Vegas
my
to do
God,
it.
Tom,
Okay?
I love you guys, bro.
So hopefully,
I think he's going to stay in Vegas.
Vegas might be where you love
yeah.
to live.
I think you might like Vegas a lot, Tony.
Yeah, I think maybe you should pack all your shit for the
Yeah,
Vegas
I
trip.
think you should, dude.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'll
move out
grab.
there.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll grab fucking a couple's suitcases and fuck
Yes.
it. Let's go.
I think you should.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I think it's time
I
to
am
leave
all fired
Auburn.
up, man.
Yeah.
Like straight up, Tom. Like
Yeah.
this is amazing, Christina. Like life changing what you guys
Of
have done
course.
for me.
Listen, it's time to leave Auburn. I think you're
Yeah.
right. It's time to change and level up. You're ready.
Oh yeah.
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 I'm a worker.
And he's just running out of places to get kicked out of in Auburn. I can't imagine there's another library in Auburn, New York. So he doesn't have a library. So going to Vegas, I mean, and Tom and Christina talked me into doing the same thing. Now I'm here in Los Angeles. I get to be here on Behind the Jeans with you. I get to perform. I'm a worker. I'm the first worker they put on to getting out of their small town, you know? Now Tony John's potentially inspired to do the same. I can't wait to find out more about the schedule, about the production coming up. Obviously, I'm keeping in great touch with Alexis Fox in order for us to keep up to date as to what's going on here on Behind the Jeans, keeping my ear to the ground, you
You're a
say?
worker now, dude.
Oops, I pushed the wrong button there. I wanted to show you this, though, because we have... Hold on here. Oh, no, I accepted the cookies. I'm going to get hacked. I wanted to pull this up. There's worker merch, folks. Oh, my God. YMH. Oh, let me pull up the... holy shit. Sorry about that. I got it right here. store.ymhstudios.com. Check this out, folks. Oh, boy, the worker hats. Are you a worker? Pick one up today. Also, lest we forget, worker shirts. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Go check them out at the store. store.ymhstudios.com. Boy, oh boy, we got 2 new members as we were talking here, or a few new members. Holy shit. Arkansas Goat, thanks for coming on board, pal. Welcome to the Stink Portal. Also, Chaotic Prime, thank you for becoming a member. And Cam Whoa, I think is how you pronounce that, or Woof. Either way, welcome, Cam. And I hope you guys become members so that you can join us in the Stink Portal every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, or just keep that little tab open and boom, the gifted memberships tab, accept gifted memberships, and you might get one gifted to you. Stanktron also re-upping his membership. Thank you, pal. Always great to have Stank Portal here, or Stanktron here in the Stink Portal, because he's one of the Stink Portal OGs and one of the MVPs. So we'll keep our eyes and ears open, folks. That's what we do here on Behind the Jeans. Make sure if you want to come see me live, you come to San Diego again this weekend. I'll be back there at the La Jolla Comedy Store with Annie Letterman. So buy tickets, come on out for that. Otherwise, I'll be right back here next Wednesday on Behind the Jeans, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Hope you join us. Well, have a good one till then, all right?
This is big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Beep.